So let's first try to understand what it is that the agency is doing. We've heard so many characterizations. So I want to ask you, is the NSA listening in on phone calls that Americans make?
No, it's not, unless, of course, it's got a very specific, individualized FISA warrant, which has been the situation for more than 3 decades. In terms of the one program, which I'll just call the metadata program, the one that the FISA order to Verizon seemed to reveal, this is indeed about metadata. It's about fact of call. NSA is getting from the telecom providers records that they create for their own purposes. These are essentially billing records that the telecom providers are sharing with NSA. Fareed, NSA puts them in a very large database and then sits and waits until it has a predicate related to terrorism, an arguable proposition that a reasonable man would look at and say, yeah, this is correct, to ask that database a question. Let me give you a concrete example. We raid a safe house somewhere in Yemen. We pick up a cell phone we've never seen before. There's pocket litter in the possession of the individual, clearly indicating he's affiliated with Al-Qaeda. He's a terrorist. We take that new phone number and we simply ask that database, does this phone number show up in connection with any of the phone numbers, any of the phoning events that we have gathered here? And if, for example, a phone number in the Bronx kind of raises its hand and says, well, yes, I've been in contact with that phone regularly for the past 3 months, we then get to ask the phone in the Bronx, who else do you call? At which point, Fareed, we're done in terms of what this program authorizes. If we want to do anything more with that domestic U.S. number, we've got to go back to the court.